Thanks for coming on the show.
No, that's alright. Thanks for having me.
Can you briefly explain who you are?
Yeah, of course. So, my name is Charlie Bevan. I am a student filmmaker at Norwood International High School. I am really interested in the world of dark, psychedelic filmmaking, and the thriller as a genre, just because I think it's very engaging to me and I like delving into human psyche in my films. But yeah.
So I've got a couple questions. I wanted to start with, how had the development of this film changed you as a filmmaker?
So, this is the first film where I structured everything I did. I started with a storyboard, I picked up my gear off the get-go. I already found a cast and crew, which I did with friends. Straight away out the gate, I had that all prepared, and then I went in with the script and wrote it around the cast that I was working with.
So that's a bit of a unique approach to filmmaking.
Yeah.
Typical.
It's just the way I was going about it, because obviously I'm still in school. It's a very, very low budget film. You will see that, but I think it really, really shines just in its own, because it's got a charm to it, you know.
A charm? What would you say is the root of that charm?
The biggest thing I would say is I've tried to create various shot structures within the film to create a bit more of like an engaging portfolio of just what I can do, sort of thing. So this is, I think, I'm most proud of this film for myself, which is why I've sort of delved into promo for this. This is what this is, you know. This is a film I'm very happy with. So yeah.
Nice. So as a director, you'd say this is the project that you've really gotten to be the most creative with?
I definitely think so, because I can just match the psychedelic tones of it, you know what I mean?
Nice, so it comes easily.
Yeah, it comes easily to me. It's just something, I fit into this vibe myself, you know? And you can feel yourself loving the thing you create as you create it. And I don't know, that's just a really special feeling.
Awesome. Now, you mentioned that this is a school film, so what was it like managing costs on set?
Yeah, so obviously very low budget, but yeah, it was difficult, I will say, because we had sets down, but just calling in favors from friends, but like getting props was really quite difficult, just because like we stated the budget, right? So it was a tough process, but again, we just did a lot of borrowing from friends, obviously giving back, but going down that path of just calling in a lot of favors, I suppose, and that's what film is. It's a communal experience. So
upon this community, you kind of mentioned that it was all friends in the cast. How was that experience, especially having a cast of people that don't necessarily know what it is that they're doing?
Yeah.
How's it like working with people like that?
It's an experience. Like, it's working with friends. It's good on one hand, but it can also be difficult on another, because I've seen every side of that person. You know what I mean? So it gets a bit like you can't direct in the most explicit way, because you want to. You know, it gets a bit difficult, and then there's a lack of, you know, not like, I wouldn't say not respect, but just like not listening in the moment, which can sort of, when it's continual, it gets a bit difficult. But I will say, the friends that did this movie with me, biggest shout out to you, because I couldn't have done it without you, and you were all fantastic in the movie. I will just say that.
Nice. So now on the topic of budgets, what would you have done to the film if you had an unlimited budget and unlimited time?
Saying that.
In 100 words or less.
Yeah, okay. Well, hey, I could delve into that for hours. But I think, to start it off, I would expand it into, not feature length, definitely not, but I would definitely try push it into maybe 20 minutes, and I would give each character a bit more time to shine. Like we said, the characterization isn't where you're looking at the film. It's not like you see that and that's the highlight of the film, you know what I mean? But it's just, I wish I had a bit more time to give characters the light that they deserved, and give each of them a bit more of a solo experience, just because they're very one-on-one throughout the film, as you'll see. But yeah.
Okay, so again, off the budget, you mentioned characterization, but what would you do regarding cinematography or set design or any of that? Even costume?
Yeah, costume, wow. Okay, so I would probably, like, look at this, right? I love this, I love the spiral. I would deck my characters out, maybe not, I don't want to reveal too much, I don't know how to say, but I would deck them out in this style of clothing, just with these nice spirals, and it's just a very easy fit, like, it's relaxing, that's where I'd go with costuming. But set design, I think set design was actually a pretty positive element out of the film. We did a lot to make it feel psychedelic when it was supposed to, and I think that goes a long way, and you can definitely see that come across in the film. So again, similar thing, we did the best we could. We had a gimbal for this set. We also had a DSLR camera, so we did have the equipment that we needed to get these shots, right? And I think we did a successful job at that, but there were a few elements where there was a recording light in a reflection or something like that, which we would just crease over those kinks, you know, if we had the bigger budget and the more time. And lighting would be one thing that I would say could be drastically improved. Just putting it out there, having exact lighting, and it would just make the movie feel a bit more cinematic. But I think we're going in that direction as a studio. Yeah.
Now, on the topic of elements of film, what would you say about the score?
The score. Now, the score is a particularly special point of the film. It does bring a lot to it, I will say. I'll give a shout out to the Sleepers here. Go follow them on Instagram. They brought so much to the film. I don't think the film would be the way it is without them, and I'm so lucky to have those guys as friends, to be honest. Like, I'm so grateful. But yeah, it just has, it brings that punch, and it perfectly fits what I was trying to do. Dark, psychedelic, very, very groovy, this in a nutshell. And I guess this too, you know, like that sort of vibe, it just exactly says what I want to get out of the film. And look, and the Sleepers have that dark psychedelic music that just fits it so perfectly. Like, what better collab could we really pick? I don't know.
You've talked a lot about the genre of Pirt DicA as dark psychedelic. Can you name any films that kind of match that?
I think Donnie Darko fits that theme. It might be a bit more leaning into the horror side of things, but it definitely does have that the moody, psychedelic, very dark, but also has that shimmer of light. It's quite psychedelic in its story as well. So I think I definitely pulled a lot of inspiration from that as a movie. Like that's a movie very special to me. That was one of the first films actually I was like, wow, I need to pursue film, because I'm like, how can somebody make this story out of that and make me feel so much? I don't know, it's just something that is very special to me, and I wanted to at least kind of replicate similar feelings and vibes in my film.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, that pretty much brings us to the end of our interview.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me on.
Thank you so much for coming on, and thanks for coming and sharing with the audience and fans of Pirt DicA. Now, Pirt DicA comes out on October 3rd, so make sure to watch it. And would you like to shout out your accounts and social medias?
I would love to. So I have a YouTube channel, that's where I'll be dropping Everything's Ruined Studios. I have an Instagram, which is where short form content's posted, like teaser trailers and just grabbing a wider audience, I suppose. And I also have a TikTok now as well. That's a pretty new addition to the team. So yeah, drop a follow and a subscribe on all of those if you wouldn't mind. And yeah, I'd be super, super grateful, and it would help me tons in future. So yeah. Thanks so much for having me on.
Okay.